Okay, may I have your name?
My name is David Davis. I'm 52 years of age.
Uh-huh. How long you been homeless?
Been
David?
homeless for 2.5 years.
Uh-huh. Are you from here?
I'm from Garden Grove.
Okay. What made you to be homeless?
I was caretaking for a lady who passed away, and really that was my whole life. I took her to dialysis 3 times a week and cared for her. Her name was Ann Clonch of Stanton, California. She died at age 83. I would take her to dialysis and to doctor's appointments, and when she passed away, I went into somewhat of a I was very depressed. I lived with her with my son, who was 7 at the time, and he went to Wakeham Elementary, so we were pretty much established as a home there. And when she passed away, the family told me I was like an at-will employee, and they threw me out on the street with no like renter's protection or anything like that. The sheriffs put my stuff on the porch, and I was out.
So you were living in your client's house with your family?
Well, she was like a grandmother to me, like a family member, a grandmother.
How long you been a caregiver?
I was her caregiver for 3 years.
Okay. So technically you are homeless right now with your family?
It's just myself and my girlfriend. My son is living with his mother at this time.
Okay. So you said about 2 years something?
About 2 years, yes.
So would you tell me about your experience being a homeless?
We were in Sunset Beach for a while, and it wasn't too friendly over there. We'd come up to the meals at Garden Grove Friends Church on Magnolia. We were in the Westminster area for a while, and the Westminster police wanted to give us one-way tickets to Alaska, literally, through a program that they have for getting rid of the homeless. If you have family on another location, my girlfriend's parents and family is from Alaska in the Anchorage area, but we would have not had the clothing or anything to go there in the middle of November when they made this offer to us. We then came over to the city of Garden Grove. We found out that there were meals, showers, and a lot of opportunity and resources here in Garden Grove. Lived by Choose Fitness for a year and a half in the parking lot there, and a lot of the community would come and bring us food. The showers are available at Living Springs. Showers are available here at Presbyterian Church. So we pretty much kind of like just made Garden Grove our home base. The police, as long as they didn't see us using drugs or causing crime, were very tolerant. So never had any really issues with the police here. They've been pretty kind and tolerant to our homelessness, but it's starting to get rougher now. They're issuing tickets for what's called camping if you live in your vehicle, and it's not the police. It's coming from up above in City Hall.
Really?
Yeah, because I've listened to City Hall, Channel 3, the live action of what happens in the chambers of City Hall, and they're trying to figure out ways to either shut down some of the feeds like this one right here, saying there's too many people there, it's unruly, and unfortunately in this environment like this one here, you're going to have people not getting along, police called, so they'll take those numbers and that statistics and make it a location like this make look like not very good. But that's just the few bad apples that that will be around. But this is a great facility here at the Presbyterian Church of Garden Grove. We have been coming here for over a year and a half. Carol has been fantastic, as well as Sharon and the other office administration.
How many times do you come here?
We come here twice a week. We really like
great.
Thursdays. Bergie and his wife Judy do they cook for various churches, and we go to usually wherever they're cooking.
Okay.
Unfortunately, just recently, we have lost 2 meals a week in this area, and it's not because of the facility. The facility was Garden Grove Friends Church. They were lending it to Searchlight, which was using their kitchen, and they had somebody give them an email saying they didn't feel safe at their dinner, and they found it best to shut it down. It's very, very unfortunate.
This is what's happening on the French church?
Yeah, this was a French church of Garden Grove. So Searchlight decided not to do the meal anymore on Sundays at 5 o'clock, and at Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. There's no longer a hot meal available in this area in Garden Grove.
When you say because of the, it's not safe, what does it mean?
Well, someone had made some claims that they didn't feel safe, that there wasn't enough safety or whatever. It was, it was somebody who probably
You mean the
has some
neighborhood?
mental issues. Somebody who has some mental issues sent them an email.
That's sad.
That's
But-
sad because
yeah.
they really enjoyed the people. We met the people, Pastor Mark Manning, personal friend
This
of mine.
type of service or ministry shouldn't be discouraged or shut down like that way.
Well, they were afraid because the person who made the complaint threatened to lawyer up.
Right. Always the fear is the problem.
Right.
By the way, so David, you are sleeping in your car right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and the ticket that's kind of like issue.
They issue a ticket called camping.
Right.
They allow people to stay in their cars in certain places, but
Right.
like
Do
a
you
little bit.
usually have a trouble to find the place to put the
No, we
car?
have a great place where we're allowed
Where
to
do
park.
you usually park it to sleep in?
I'm not going to divulge that at this time because
Yeah.
it would. If somebody saw this, they would probably want
Right.
to go there.
I understand, I
We're
understand.
given permission, and in being so, I'm able to watch over the property at night, which benefits them.
Yeah. What happens when homeless people who got a ticket and they can hold it,
Well, they have what's called homeless court, and
which is where?
which is in Santa Ana, and I don't really see that doing a whole lot for anybody. That's just a
Is
way.
it kind of like a shelter?
It's a homeless court. See, people that are homeless and don't have a job, so you're not going to be able to pay a ticket. So if you
Right.
get a ticket and don't pay it, you're going to lose your driver's license. They'll take away your car.
Probably many of you don't have them.
What's that?
Driver's license.
Well, I make sure I have a driver's license and insurance. They'll take your car. Then you'll be camping underneath a staircase somewhere.
It will put you to a whole lot worse situation, right?
I'm sorry?
It will put you into a whole lot worse
Oh,
situation.
definitely worse situation. So if you're going to be homeless in a vehicle,
Excuse
you
me.
better have a driver's license. You better have some insurance.
Okay, by the way, so are you trying to get out of homelessness?
Oh, definitely.
So what's your,
I'm an
effort?
electrician. Trying to get back to work.
And you said you used to be a caregiver, and then can't you find a job,
I don't have a license to caregive. It's hard. People, in fact, I really don't want to put myself in that situation again. I mean, I'm very untrusting to not the client, but the client's family. When you caregive for someone and their family never shows up for up to 3 years, but maybe once or twice, only on their birthday or Christmas, because the grandmother figure there would write nice checks. They never came to see her, but as soon as she died, they were there like vultures. And that would
Okay,
be
you had a
Michael
bad
Ponch.
experience of the client's family.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the way people lose trust from
Yeah, I mean,
others. By the way, let me ask you one more thing, okay, David? We suffer living in this world, even this country that many people think of promised land. You know what I'm saying? Many people from other nations, they come to live here, right? Even people from Mexico smuggle here.
Right.
Even though they may lose chance, they may have chance to lose life, right?
Yeah.
But we still have this issue for surviving. Homelessness.
The issue is like it is because of there's no rent.
Raising, right?
There's no rent control. When you look for a room for rent, it's $900 to $1,100 a month. There's something wrong with the cost of living being accelerated the way it is in order to make the less fortunate
Right.
have a place to live. There should, for no reason, should it cost $900 a month to rent a room. And when you set the pace of everybody having a room for rent for $800, then your neighbor's going to want to do it for $800, $800, $800, and it's just going to go up and up. There's no cap on it. A room for rent should not cost $800. And the reason they base it on that is because that's what people who are getting a check on SSI are getting. They're getting about $875 a month. And people are taking advantage of those people by charging them $800 a month for a room for rent. Those are people with mental problems, health problems, whatever the problem is. That is the payment that they're getting, anywhere from $875 to about $1,100, and people are taking advantage of that by taking all their money from them, and now they put a cap on what it costs to rent a room.
What does your education background look like?
I went to a Catholic high school, St. John Bosco.
Have you ever thought you can be a homeless?
I didn't. I never thought I'd be homeless this long. There's, I mean, you know, it was hard to live in your car and get up and go to look for a job, and clothing washing is difficult. You know, there's like maybe one or two places where you can wash clothes, and that's if you follow the internet on Laundry of Love, and they really don't supply that much. They take like the first 10 people at a laundromat of their choice, and they wash their clothes for them, and you're done. There's several homeless people, and there's nowhere to wash your clothes. So most people, like here, they'll come get some clothing.
David, did you ever have a stereotype about homeless, you know, before you become homeless, and then now, is there anything different, you know, the way how you see them?
You know, I've never really been really judgmental on homeless people. I know that I've seen it increasing in this area. I not so much myself as a stereotype, though. I've been around a lot of people who do stereotype folks, though. I've been with employers and sitting in the passenger side on the way to a job. That gentleman look out the window and go, "Oh, there's the homeless people." You know.
Okay, then I don't mean to cut you, but then what is the things that you found that you didn't know before about homelessness?
About homelessness, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was such a need for housing. I thought there was more housing available to people. I thought that a lot of people made a choice to be homeless. I don't think it's a choice. For some folks, it's just no coping skills. So if they did have a place, they probably wouldn't be able to manage it, because there's a lot of mental illness out here. A lot of people that wouldn't be able to function.
Yes, I was surprised that, you know, they were not taken care of by the government.
Oh no, what was it?
The people with the mental
President
issues.
Reagan closed down the mental facilities many years ago. Took the funding away from it. They haven't opened
That
up.
is a really bad choice. By the way, people like you know, who don't have any mental problem or physical issue, you don't have a disability, right?
My knee is not doing too well, and I'm getting ready to do the hepatitis C treatment.
Yeah, but then I'm saying, like, you know, you cannot
Mental
go,
illness?
people who cannot go to work at all because of their physical condition, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, when I was a little, back in Korea, the most homeless people on the street, you know, they were people with a disability, you know, they had no family, you know, they had no skill to work, you know.
Village
But
people
nowadays,
were beggars.
yeah, nowadays I can see many homeless people who are just like us, who are just like me, you know, well educated, and also they just had a, you know, they had a misfortune, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe like your case, and became homeless.
And a lot of it has to do with the mental illness that is going around here.
So like you
the
said,
top bottom line here is everybody got on meth in the 90s.
so you were telling me earlier that it's not about the choice. That's a really good point.
It's not a choice.
Yeah, there's something wrong in this, you know, system, in this society, you know, in the world actually.
There's too much money involved in fundraising. They're raising funds.
And where
for
are
these
the
programs.
funds going?
these funds are going for the nice people who operate the facilities, who make $100,000 a year fundraising. You know, let's say ABC Ventures for the Homeless. You know, yeah, they get a whole bunch of money come in, and they say, yeah, that money goes for our operations, it goes for our curator, it goes for the president of the company. They're all making big money, okay, and there's stuff in their pockets with it. After they pay whatever everybody their job, everybody gets paid, then that portion of it goes. I'll bet you maybe 19 cents of every dollar maybe actually goes to the funding for the homeless.
Okay. Well, you know, I think people need to be educated.
Yeah, people need to
About
find
the
out where their
reality.
donated money is going to. If you're
Yeah.
donating to programs for the homeless, make sure you know where it's going. Is it actually going to the homeless, or is it going to the people who operate the operations of the
Yeah. I think,
foundation?
I think you guys should get together and then, you know,
These people can't get together.
raise
These
your
people-
voice.
But everybody's too busy struggling every day on where they're going to sleep.
I know you guys
time
need
to rally up.
supporters. Yes.
Yeah, there's no time to rally up and have a
Hope this,
meeting.
hope this can help.
Okay.
Right? Thank you.
right,
By the
thank
way, one last question,
Yes.
okay? David, do you believe in God?
Yes, I do.
Do you have understanding, you know, what's going on, you know, in your life
Oh yeah.
according to His will?
Yes.
Why you think you're struggling?
You know, we attend church every week. You know, and it's the stronger my faith gets in God, the less it feels this is a struggle. You know, I mean,
That's
look
good.
at, you know,
Are you Christian, by the way?
Oh, very Christian. Yes,
Oh,
I'm a Christian.
good.
I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. All right. And
Better.
Thank you for the work you're doing here. This is a Korean ministry.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
It's a YouTube channel. Do you believe Jesus, who is the only way to heaven, right? You
Yes,
do?
yes.
Do you tell people about Jesus?
All the time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
I work at a church. I volunteer at a church probably about 20 hours a week. And people will walk up and I'll tell them, hey, you know, before they stop the meals there, but, you know, there's a meal here, there's church at 10:30 on Sunday. Everybody that I talk to, I usually tell them, hey, church at 10:30.
Okay. What kind of church is that one?
It's a Christian church.
Okay, good. So, you know that John the Baptist,
It was a fisherman of souls.
yeah? He was like homeless. He was living on wilderness, remember? Preaching gospel. Do the same, okay? And I hope God's gonna make a way for you better in the future. Okay,
All right.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a blessed
Garden
day.
Grove on Thursdays. You have Presbyterian Church for breakfast in the morning. 10 o'clock in the morning, you have Crystal Cathedral, which is now Christ Cathedral, the Catholic Church. They have a food bank at 10:30 in the morning, in which they serve probably about 100 people. At noon on that same day, which are Thursdays, they have Garden Grove Friends Church has Real Help Ministries or Compassion Ministries, in which they pass out food and have a lunch put on by different various groups. Again on Thursday in the evening, you have Garden Grove Christ Cathedral Church, again on their PM schedule for food giveaway and pasta dinner.